cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence.
What's up, good people, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, Comedian 96, along with Freddie G, K Money, and Slash. Collectively, we are the Minders Men. I want everybody that's on YouTube to go out and subscribe and click the like button. If you're on Twitter, follow us at 52 Scott Podcast, and on IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. What's up, good people, and welcome to Think Thursday. Today's topic, we're going to jump into the media. The media and how it affects you. And what I mean by that is, how does social media or even magazines, Instagram posts, models that are on Instagram and Facebook and wherever else, not only that, I see dental type of commercials that run through. What does or how does it make you think as far as your health, your beauty, and the way you live your life? So I was on Instagram and I was watching a post and it was dealing with teeth. And I'm looking at this post and I'm like, man, I think I want to get this dental work. I mean, them teeth white. And I'm thinking I'm going to get that. But then I had a dental appointment a couple of weeks back. And I showed that to my dentist. And she actually put me in my place. She said, look, you get all that fake stuff in your mouth. When you remove those teeth, your tongue, your saliva, they all work together.
What kind of dental work was it?
It was veneers.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she was saying they all work together. So removing your teeth, replacing them with fake teeth, first of all, your food won't taste the same.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure it affects how you
saliva, when you talk to people, you're going to tend to spit more because they're not your teeth. Mm-hmm. So just that alone, just teeth. I'm starting with something small. Just teeth. Made me, just a tooth commercial made me want to realign my teeth just by a simple commercial from social media. What if it's something bigger? What is y'all thoughts? Like your face, your beauty, your body. What if it's something else?
I mean, it's a lot of things. Our appearance is very important, and the media, social media, to be specific, is pretty much what folks are on pretty much 24 hours a day these days. Mm-hmm. And we trying to look just like our favorite celebrity, and you getting beauty tips from the media. It's just all type of information that can be obtained. So. Yeah. How you obtain it is, I guess, is the only difference, but it's highly influential.
I don't know
on how we think.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me, y'all, but you ever watch someone get too much plastic surgery? And I mean, this is all the big stars, and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call these names, and I'm not being rude, but you done got so much plastic surgery that you look alike. They all end up looking the same, no matter when you get too much. Sometimes it's okay, you do a cheekbone here, chin there, but when you overdo it, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about, it's a few of them, they practically, in the end, as they get older, they start to look alike, like they're sucking on a lemon.
So do you think that them getting the surgery had something to do with the media?
Yes.
or their self-esteem, like
The media
looking at a somebody else that's walking down the street that has it.
Yeah, go ahead. I say the media because you scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and you see one girl with, just look more beautiful, or it can even go for a man. I mean, I need to go hit these weights. That dude there got a bigger arm than me. I'm going to work on my. It could go either way, and you can overdo it. I mean, if it's in the gym, you can overdo it. If it's plastic surgery, you can overdo it. And I think it gets to the point where people try to look their best so much they'll overdo it, and in some cases they end up dying. Plastic surgery and things like that.
So for those people, you're saying that the media can affect your health. Is that what you're saying?
In some way, it definitely can.
Yeah, your health, your mental health. Because what are you thinking about? You getting all these. What's possibly on your mind where you got to get all these plastic surgeries on your mind?
I mean, it can control how one thinks. Like I said, it's just the information that's available. You could be hypothetically thinking of having some type of surgery and just be scrolling or just looking at your social media page, and these algorithms we spoke on, I think, on a previous show. It's gonna appear on your phone about that particular subject matter that you're interested in, which would and could influence you, to hopefully look into whatever it is that type of surgery. Like, you have a lot of folks going to Mexico to get this certain type of surgery, because it's cheaper, but it's definitely not safer for more than one reason, nor is it healthier,
right?
But it's very the media is very influential.
Yeah. It is.
I agree.
And just with your regular everyday, Good Morning America type of media.
Yeah.
That's also influential, but it's informative. It's a different type of information that's being put out.
Right.
But do we believe everything that they put out or provide?
You can't.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so as far as beauty is concerned, I can see your point. As far as health, we discussed as far as your teeth are concerned, but they have there's another post that I've seen because I have trouble sleeping, right? So there's one post where the guy says, "Hey, take your 3 fingers from the bottom of your wrist, and then that very last one, then you hold down your vein basically for 1 minute."
Now, did this work?
I did not want to try it because if I'm gonna hold down a vein, that means I'm gonna stop the flow of blood, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm lying down in bed, it just don't sound right. I might not wake up. I don't. It's not nothing. I would.
Some folks out there that would actually try it. I actually probably would have tried it.
You
myself.
would try? I wouldn't, because I'm thinking of a bigger consequence. What if I go to sleep and I don't wake up? This man gave me advice how to kill myself. So and I done went through with it. This dumb did it. Because we've all done some dumb stuff.
So what, you wasn't gonna let it influence you?
Not
at that point.
Not that. Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Not them teeth though. I show up. I give me them teeth. I mean, I have look people. Let's get this straight. I have good teeth, right? I had like 2 or 3 cavities, but you just after a while, you just get tired of that pain. You be like, man, look, just snatch these out and let's start over. That was my thought process, right? Nothing wrong with my teeth. I just don't want to keep dealing with cavities and going to the dentist and all that. I'd rather just brush these fake ones and get on with my day. So, if I had some fake, I don't have any fake ones, but I'm just saying. So with that though, the media now, because like I said before, back in the day when we were younger, all we had was Cosmopolitan. We had just magazines. There was no internet. There was none of that. Yeah, it was just something reading. Yeah. But if you're constantly, every time you open up your post, open up your Instagram, and there's a badder and a badder chick or a badder and a badder dude, it just make you feel like, man, what's wrong? I mean, if you have if your mind is not strong. I have a strong mind. I don't care. You take me as I am. That's how I think. So I mean, does it bother y'all in any way?
Not really. The one thing that bothers me, I think, would be the more ads of the same thing that I'm constantly seeing over and over. It kind of takes me to a state to where I'm like, well, damn, all you're doing is trying to sell me something. You know what I mean?
Right. But are those ads something that you're interested in?
Sometimes they are something that I may have clicked on.
Yeah.
And it saves that, and now you got 10 more
10
different
more,
ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Can't even,
Yeah, so then you have to start going and, okay, block this type of ad because I don't want to see that, you know. But
Exactly.
But yeah, it has different effects. The media has different effects on people, you know, I guess according to how they look at social media and what they use it for, actually, you know. Yeah. I don't really go on there to shop. I don't do no online shopping or nothing like that because I'm just the type of person, I need to be there to see what I'm doing rather than being online. It doesn't work for me, but yeah.
Man, them ads that get on my nerves, man. I'm serious. You can click on something. Like one time it was an accident. I was, what was I? Because I didn't know. I wanted to see what I don't know why I was looking it up, but a partridge in a pear tree. I wanted to see what it looked like, right? Mm-hmm. And I clicked on, you know, looking for a partridge in a pear tree, and all of a sudden I'm getting, oh, did you want to buy a partridge? You like, okay, you want a cockatiel, and you want this, and then I get a phone call. Hey, this is Google, and we have. Come on, man! I just clicked on the thing. I didn't ask for all that extra stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna sell you something now.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't click on nothing now.
It wasn't the media very influential in the Capitol riots a couple of years ago. You know, when Trump didn't want to give up the election.
Yeah. Media had a lot to do with that.
A lot to do with that.
Influential.
Yeah. So how did that influence you when you saw how the media put it out there to us? How did it influence you? Because what you guys were speaking about a little earlier is advertising,
Right.
and how advertisement can influence you, right? And so, you know, think about when you were a kid. They would put toy commercials on Saturdays because they're trying to influence you.
During the cartoon.
No kids are watching TV.
Yeah, no kids are watching TV. Right?
Uh-huh.
So,
good marketing.
And when you are a housewife, some housewife likes to watch the stories. Yeah. So what are they going to put on? They're going to put on detergent, dishwasher, cleaning products, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You get home all day.
Money.
Yeah.
When you're saying the Capitol riots and how the media had something to do, I want to know, what do you guys think of how it affects you? How does that affect you?
Okay, I'm gonna answer that. Mine is a simple answer. It made a lot of that stuff I don't watch anymore because it makes me angry. Right? I try to stay from the negativity, and that type of stuff I'd rather hear by word of mouth. I don't even want to watch it because that's the simple answer.
Word of mouth, though, is not really reliable, depending on whose mouth you're hearing it from.
I'd rather just hear the story so I can walk away. But if it's on TV, I'm gonna look at it, stare at it, get upset. That's what I mean. So somebody telling me, "Oh man, let me tell you, you know what happened on the Capitol?" No, but I know I'm finna go now. I'm finna go to go get something to eat. So okay, I'll let you later. But if it's on TV, I'm looking at it. I can't unwatch it. Now I'm into it. I'm glued. Now I'm getting emotional about it.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Stories like that, not to cut you off.
Yeah, no,
you know your stories can last forever. But stories like that, you tend to see all day. So you get tired of seeing it because it becomes redundant, and we know it's happened. But me personally, as a veteran, you know, it did upset me, you know, because I felt disrespected, you know, for it to even occur. You know, this was, you know, pretty much American citizens, you know, attacking our capital. So, like I said, I took it kind of personal, but it's not like I was going to go out there and do anything about it.
Right.
You know, but
so I think that the media can affect you by telling partial truth or taking the situation and
blowing it out of context,
tilting the narrative.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example, right? So there was this, and it made national news, but here in Texas, not just outside of Houston, right?
Right.
There was this Hispanic guy that was shooting in his front yard, and his next door neighbors
I heard about
came
this.
over to hey, you know, I'm trying to put a baby to
My
sleep.
kids are sleeping.
Yeah, can you
Stop shooting.
Stop shooting.
Yeah.
So that dude went over there and killed all of the family members, right?
What?
So,
5 to be exact.
Yeah, when he went over there and killed all the family members, he went on the run. It took them a few days to catch him, right? So here's the part I want to focus in on in regards to the media. So when they caught him, they were interviewing the police chief in that little small town. And so the police, they were asking some tough questions, and you can tell that police chief was uncomfortable, right? And when they was asking the question, he was trying to explain, well, look, we only have 3 police officers in a 700-mile radius. And when we got the call for that someone was being shot or whatever, we had one officer, and I'm paraphrasing here, we had one officer that was involved in another call. He had to lead that call, so it took a while for him to get there.
Right.
So probably about 2 days later, the media put out, they only took little clips of his whole press conference. And they took little sound bites.
And used it.
And they switched the narrative and said, are there not enough police officers on the
Wow.
to patrol the community or something to that effect?
Wow.
But they just
The
took
sound
and
bites
changed
that
the
they
narrative.
made the story.
So the media can affect the way you view things.
Correct.
Big time.
Yeah.
time.
Big time.
That's major right there, because they do that all the time.
True.
Yeah.
And you never know when they doing it. You know, so who's to say a lot of the stuff is not done and it's something crooked that, you know, they want to make you believe
And
lots of times.
and I can tell you too that and these people this network has just been sued, right? The Fox network, right? You know, there's a lot of right wing people that actually kind of listen to Fox. They push their own narrative. Fox
Right.
News, they got not like your Fox local news. I'm talking about the national news. They get to pushing their own narrative, and so you got to be careful of what the media is putting out there. And if you're easily influenced,
Right.
the media can definitely shape the way you view things and how you think, and you're not thinking for yourself.
Well, you don't even have to be easily influenced, Freddie G. You could be vulnerable. They can catch you at a vulnerable state. You know,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
you would think that they have good intentions, but then, you know, next thing you know, they done twisted your words, just like you said with sound bits.
Yeah. What about the ones that irritate me the most? I don't know if this happens with you. The incomplete stories. So say they have a suspect for, I don't know, murder, right? We got the suspect. Now that's the last you hear, but you find out later just through word of mouth. Oh, they already cleared him. They looking for somebody else. So now you didn't put this man or woman on national TV as a suspect, and that's all we remember. You did not come back and say, hey, this guy was exonerated. He was not the suspect. We apologize. I've seen that all too many times. What y'all think about those media, that type of stuff?
Well, I think that that's the journalists that covered the story dropping the ball. Like, let's say,
following up.
Not following up. So, like, if you have K Money as the journalist for this network, right? And they go out and say, hey, you know, we caught the suspect for doing X, Y, and Z. And then it goes away. And months and months and months go by, and come to find out X, Y, and Z. I mean, K Money was exonerated for doing X, Y, and Z. Well, that journalist, he or she probably don't want to look bad
because they covered the wrong story.
Or they don't want to. It's not worth
Right.
to them I don't think it's not worth. Okay, well, he off, whatever.
Right.
So
We don't
we
need
on to the next story.
Right.
That is so
Because
messed up.
Right.
because when law enforcement and government does something wrong, I mean, you don't want to make them look bad, right? They don't want to look bad, right? So, hey, now let's just move on to the next story.
Because they gonna pop them pockets. Now let me stop. But that's it for today's show, guys. Just remember, man, in life, don't let anything influence you. Stay close to God, and just keep striving, man. And that's it. This concludes our show for today, and if you haven't done so already, follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, also IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. Also, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Black Friday. See you all soon.